Hey guys, welcome back. I'm with another video. This time I'm gonna talk about analog to digital and digital to analog converters. Before I start things up, I must thank Vasan and Sat Richard who came to my studio like a week back, I guess. Yeah. And I must say, because of them, I'm doing this video right now. Vasan has a Prism Lyra 2 interface, which he full heartedly gave it to me for a week to test these things out. Coming back to our topic, right now I have Arturia's Audio Fuse, Prism Lyra 2, Beringer ADA 8200, and Focusrite 2i4 second generation. I have these four converters right now with me. So, a very popular question among these audio geeks is, does a converter really matter? Yeah, coming back to the question, does a converter really matter? I would say no. For making music or mixing, I would say it's all about the creative decision and the fun in making it. But that's not what we are here for. We want to know the real result of these converters. We want to know which one is better. So, having said that, it doesn't really matter. Let's dive into it. Okay, I'm gonna explain my testing setup right now. So, I have one song which is a high quality FLAC format of 24K Magic. You might have heard it, Bruno Mars song. It's my favorite. So I have that song right now, and what I have done is on each of my sound card, so I've fed the output to the input of the sound card just like a loop back system. So basically this digital version of 24K is being converted to analog, and through my cable it goes to the input, and there goes another conversion analog to digital. This is the digital version of it, like the converted digital version of it, AD to DA. That's the basic setup that we need to know. So what I've done is I've fed this reference song a couple of times, but with the different peak levels. One is nearing 0, maybe minus 1 dB true peak, I guess, and this one around minus 6, this one around minus 12, and this one around minus 18. I fed these outputs to the converters and I've recorded the inputs. As you can see, for audio fuse I've recorded, and Beringer, Focusrite, Prism, Lyra 2, and one extra thing for Prism is there is an option called overkiller in Prism. It's basically a clipping algorithm inside Lyra 2. So I've engaged it and I've recorded the input one more time. One more thing I forgot to tell is I have only gotten the left channel of the 24K song, so it's just a single cable and a single channel running. So you will be hearing this in center. Shall we hear the difference between these sound cards? What I will do is I will play the reference first and the sound card, the reference and the sound card, reference and the sound card. Let's see how that goes. What y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to do? 24K. Brings up to the moon. Brings up to the moon. Brings up to the moon.
what y'all trying to do. Brings us to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do. 24 karat magic. Brings us to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do. Brings us to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do. Brings us to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do. Brings us to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do. 24 karat magic ending. Brings us to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do. Brings us to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do. Brings us to the moon. Girls. Brings us to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do. 24.
Could you hear the difference? Before we jump into any conclusions, I want to give you some visual results of these tests. This is the frequency response for audio fuse sound card. It's pretty flat. It has some ups and downs, but it's pretty flat. And this one is Beringer. Focusrite is pretty cranky, but these are all visual, as you can see. Do you really hear it is the question. This is a Prism Lyra. Outstandingly flat from the result. That's the frequency response. And quickly I want to show you something. The phase response after being converted back to digital. So this is a phase response for audio fuse, and this is for Focusrite. This is for Beringer. This is Lyra. I guess these smiley kind of phase response is due to the high cut and low cut of the converters, I guess, because in the frequency response, as you can see, there is a steep high cut in almost all the converters, steep high cut and a low cut too, in almost all the converters. I think that's the reason that phase issue, it's not an issue actually, but phase difference is happening. And one more thing that I like to add is non-linearities in conversions. Non-linearities meaning if you run the same source and the same processing a couple of times and you have recorded the output a couple of times, it'll all be slightly different. Maybe you don't hear it, but it does happen due to various reasons. The heck I know why, but it happens, these non-linearities. I wanted to check how these non-linearities sound in these sound cards, how well they hold up. In this master track, I'm getting a isotope insight. These are two recordings of the same source from audio fuse. If I flip the polarity in one, it should be nulled out perfectly. But if I play it right now, it's nulling pretty perfectly, but some non-linearities are there. And if I go to the Prism and do the same thing, it's nulling out, but even deeper than audio fuse, minus 74 dB, almost a 15 dB extra null. That means it's even more clearer in the conversion. So we have seen the results visually, we have heard the results now. While exporting these files, have done one extra processing to it just to make your life easier. What is the processing? So I've just normalized all the tracks to minus 3 dB true peak, so you don't have to volume match and then have a fair comparison between tracks. So what are my final thoughts? It's up to you to figure out. Have posted the results in my Google Drive link, so it's in my description, you can check it out. But if you ask me, do I hear the difference? Yes, I do hear the difference. But in my opinion, analog to digital and digital to analog conversion is the last thing in the chain to upgrade. Probably the two most important things are room and speakers. Without that, it's probably useless to get a very expensive sound card. That's all for today. See you again in another video. Thank you.